Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We want to welcome our friend and tech expert Burton Kelso via Zoom this morning to talk about how to keep your kids cyber secure and through the school year this year. And they just started. Burton, good morning.
Good morning. How are you two doing?
Doing great. Are your kids in school?
They are. And we're having to deal with technology challenges. So
it's a great thing.
That's why I'm on today.
Yes. Okay. Well, tell us some ways that we can help keep the kids safe.
Well, number one, you need to educate your kids about phishing. So most adults think phishing only affects them, but kids with their online gaming are starting to get phishing emails. And of course, kids are handing out their phone number, which leads to text phishing and voicemail phishing. So what parents need to do is just alert their kids that every call that comes in, you don't necessarily have to answer, and you definitely don't want to give out personal information so that scammers can target kids, because most kids have credit card information of parents. So if the kid gives out the wrong information, it can lead to identity theft or a loss of funds from your online accounts.
Burton, is there a way to stop that? Because I get a lot of text phishing.
I do too.
A lot.
I do too.
And I don't know how they got my number. And it's in a group of a lot of other numbers. And it's a giant group text. My number's there, and they want me to click this link.
Yeah.
Right. So the best way to get rid of that is to quit handing out your phone number, Jeremy. I hate to tell you that.
Seriously?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I just got new cards.
You can give out a burner phone number, or use Google Voice and give that number out. And that way it eliminates the text messages and the voicemail messages that come into your smartphone. So yeah.
Can I say, Kelly, that sounds way too high tech.
It really
way
does.
too spy for me to have a burner phone.
A burner phone, yeah.
I was like, I have to be like a spy now if I have a burner.
Burton, I got to start over. I just got to change my number because I have, I get a lot of scams.
Yes, you got to change your number. And large-scale data leaks leak out your phone number too. So you always want to give out your cell phone number and tell the kids this too, to only close friends and family, and then anyone else give out the fake number too.
Fake number? I always thought that was so rude. I've never given a fake number
in my life.
Never.
Never.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we need to be more ruthless.
Right, you do.
Takes a while to learn those things.
Okay, so what else, Burton?
Yeah.
Watch for cyberbullying. Cyberbullying has obviously risen during COVID-19. So parents need to be aware. Always check your kids' devices to, number one, make sure they're not bullied. And number two, make sure they're not being the bullies. And if you see cyberbullying activity, take screenshots, take video, and report it to the school or go to the local authorities to make sure that you're keeping your kids safe. Because we all know cyberbullying can cause long-term mental effects. And so you definitely don't want your kid to experience that.
Kids have so much to deal with these days, don't they? Oh my goodness. And then that just, the parents have got more to deal with as well. Okay, let's talk about another thing that kids don't do as much as when we were young. They don't get out and exercise. How can the apps help with that?
Well, you can install parental controls to make sure that your kids are staying off of their apps. One of the things that you want to do is to limit online gaming, because online games just suck kids in. And so that's why they're designed to be addictive too. So that's why kids are sitting in front of their devices rather than running outside. So you want to limit online gaming. You want to install some sort of parental controls on your kids' devices so you can set time limits as far as making sure that they're concentrated on school and not worried about their devices.
Burton, did you hear? We just did a story on this yesterday. I had to ask him because we just did a story on this yesterday during Host Chat about China regulating the screen time for the kids. They're only allowed to use it one hour a day on the weekends.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Well, yes and no, but I don't think you two really, and a lot of parents don't understand the inclusive nature of electronics. I mean, every electronic device and app is designed to be addictive. It's designed to keep you plugged in 24/7. So I understand what China's doing, but at the same time, you don't want to put too many limits on your kids. So yeah.
Well, parents should be the ones doing that.
Yeah,
the government.
I was though. Like back in the day, we didn't have the apps, but like when we got a Nintendo and I played Super Mario Brothers.
Did your mom say?
Oh my gosh, my brothers and I would play that all the time. Like we were addicted to that.
Okay.
But this, I think, is a different form. Phone addiction.
Speaking of addictions, I was trying to say earlier, aren't there things that can get the kids outside, get them, or apps that make kids get some exercise?
Yeah, there is. There's several apps you can use, like Pokemon Go. There are several what's called augmented reality apps where you can have your kid interact with characters like in the real world rather than sitting in front of a computer. So you can use Pokemon Go, you can use the geocaching app, which that's a whole community where people plant treasure, and then you use the smartphone to find out where the treasure is buried. And it's little trinkety stuff like maybe coins or little medallions that kids can find out. But the important thing is it gets them out and about and they're not sitting in front of their computer or devices at home.
Burton, thank you. You're always a wealth of knowledge. We can't wait for you to get a little less busy so you can come see us live in studio. But we understand you got to work. It's busy up there in KC, but we appreciate all of your knowledge.
No problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Have a great holiday weekend.
Thank you.
Coming
You
up.
do the same.
Yeah.
Thanks,
will.
Burton.
Okay, thank you.
See you soon. All right, up next, I have a rave review of the new hit Netflix show called Clickbait.
Are you addicted to it?
Unfortunately, yes.
You're going to have to limit your time.
I do. I meant to watch one episode.
Just one?